I now call the member for Cairns.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This is coral, bleached coral. Be scared, be afraid. It won't hurt you, but the global warming that killed it will. This bleached coral is a canary in the coal mine. This coral was once part of the Great Barrier Reef, a 10,000-year-old ecosystem, one of the natural wonders of this world. Tens of thousands of men and women who work in the electorates of those who sit in this House, such as the electorates of Barron River and Mulgrave and Cairns, Mr. Speaker, rely on coral for their livelihoods. This coral that has sustained thriving tourism and fishing industries for decades, this World Heritage Wilderness Area that can be seen from space, is dying due to global warming. 30% of the Great Barrier Reef is dead. This is a national emergency, a climate emergency. The problem is, Mr. Speaker, that those in this House have an ideological, pathological love of coal. There is no word for coalophilia officially, Mr. Speaker, but that's the malady that afflicts those in this House. We continue to suffer the impacts of global warming because of that pathological, ideological addiction to coal. Australia has become a pariah and a laughingstock internationally because of the coalophilia of our political elite. We are wasting these precious years of opportunity to mitigate against global warming. Those who sit in this House, well, certainly many of those who sit in this House, Mr. Speaker, are taking big money from the fossil fuel industry while allowing our brightest hopes to fizzle out in the dark of 19th century technology. I am sick to death, Mr. Speaker, of hearing the mantra of jobs and growth repeated ad infinitum in this House. This mantra, this coal-loving, coral-hating mantra, has taken us to the brink of ecological disaster. Unless we stop to question what sort of jobs, what sort of growth, this mantra will destroy the planet we inhabit. The Great Barrier Reef mass bleaching events are symptoms of climate change. Climate change is driven by the burning of fossil fuels. Supporting new coal at this juncture is tantamount to ecocide. Today, Mr. Speaker, the coalophiliacs in this House may pander to Guatem, Gina and Twiggy in return for support, but in 10 or 20 years, when their grandchildren ask, "What did you do to stop global warming?" they will have no answer. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. I now call the member for Budgeon.
Thank